In November 2020, Jade Cargill made her professional wrestling debut for All Elite Wrestling and has since gone on to embark on quite the compelling career thus far, where she became the longest reigning champion in AEW history at the time of this recording at 373 days when she reigned as AEW TBS Champion until she was bested by Chris Statlander at AEW Double or Nothing 2023. And after some time away, she returned to challenge Statlander in a losing effort in what would appear to be her final match in the Jacksonville-based promotion, as rumors and speculation began circulating online about Jade's time in Tony Khan's promotion was coming to an end and that she will now make her way to the WWE as soon as possible. And social media went into a tailspin, to say the very least. But Jade going to WWE has piqued my interest from the level of how will she fare in the Stanford-based promotion compared to her time in Jacksonville. Part of me feels she could do wonders in NXT, win a breakout tournament, and cook a little bit under the tutelage of Shawn Michaels. And with her experience on live television from her time in AEW, and once she finds her footing not just from an in-ring perspective, but a fully developed character, it should be short-lived and she makes her main roster debut 6 months later. But on the other hand, just hear me out, it would be pretty wasteful for WWE to debut her on the developmental brand with the buzz her signing has somewhat created based off of news and rumors, and make her debut the biggest deal possible, because I can guarantee if you simply put this woman in front of that WWE audience, they will see a superstar, and it's up to the WWE higher-ups to make her a big deal. But how will they do it? That's what we're here for, because what if this is how WWE decided to debut Jade Cargill? We are live at Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Florida for the 37th annual Royal Rumble event. And kicking off the event is the 30-woman Royal Rumble match, where the winner guarantees themselves a chance at championship glory on the grandest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania. Starting off the match at numbers 1 and 2 respectively is the man Becky Lynch and the returning Liv Morgan, who enters her second consecutive Rumble at the second slot, looking to make this her year this go round. As the match begins, it is quite the exchange, with Becky looking to crush Liv's hopes of winning this year, but Liv doesn't stay down, not looking to make her return short-lived. Eventually, the field begins to fill up, with both Liv and Becky scoring eliminations left and right until it was down to just them again. We begin seeing some WWE legends make appearances, from Hall of Famers such as Beth Phoenix, Nikki Bella, Stacy Keibler, and Becky's hated rival Trish Stratus. Trish and Becky square off a bit until Becky gains the upper hand, eventually eliminating Stratus, and she tries to do the same to Beth Phoenix, but the Glamazon is no slouch and she stands her ground, picking up an elimination before she's knocked down by Shayna Baszler. As the match continues to fill up, we've reached the time to introduce number 20 in this women's Royal Rumble match.
A storm is coming.
Number 20 in the Royal Rumble is none other than the incomparable Jade Cargill, and when she enters the ring, she immediately goes on the attack of everyone in sight until she comes face to face with Beth Phoenix, and they have an exchange with each other where Beth looks for the glam slam, but Jade reverses it and connects with a Jaded instead before eliminating Phoenix, and then eliminates Stacy Keibler. Xia Li tries to hit a crossbody on Cargill, but she's caught and tossed out with ease as the match reaches its next point. Jade continues to assert her dominance, taking out Becky, Liv, Piper Niven, just to name a few, as we begin the count to number 28, and it's the returning Bianca Belair, whom we haven't seen since she was taken out by Damage Control last August. And when Bianca enters the ring, she goes to town on everyone in sight until she's face to face with Jade Cargill. This is a sight no one ever thought they would see before both women begin a brief game of one-upsmanship, with Bianca eliminating some people before Jade hits Piper Niven with the Jaded before eliminating her, as the final entrant in the Royal Rumble is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. We're down to the final 5 in this match: Jade, Bianca, Becky, Liv, and Charlotte. All of these women exchange offense, looking to punch their ticket to WrestleMania. Jade continues to look dominant against everyone until Liv catches her with the Jersey Codebreaker, and Bianca eliminates Jade with the Lariat, asserting her dominance over the newcomer to WWE. The match comes down to Bianca, Becky, and Liv after the man eliminates Flair, and then out of left field, Jade Cargill returns to the ring despite being eliminated and goes on to attack Bianca before eliminating her from the match as revenge. But she isn't done, as she continues to assault her at ringside before hitting a spine buster on Bianca through the announce table. Jade Cargill might not have won the Royal Rumble match, but she has arrived to the WWE. Now, I don't see the WWE debuting Jade Cargill like this at all. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they do something similar once the new year begins. For all we know, they could very well debut her in the upcoming NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. She wins it and begins feuding with the NXT Women's Champion heading into the new year, or they could capitalize on the buzz of them gaining another AEW talent following the acquisition of Cody Rhodes in 2022 and have her debut in grand fashion at, say, a Royal Rumble or even the week after WrestleMania. There's so many possibilities they can go with her debut. And before you come at me in the comments, I know she's still fairly green in ring, but let's be real, that hasn't stopped WWE from pushing anybody, and I mean anybody. If the interest is there from the fans and sponsors, among other things, they can easily have her debut on the main roster, and she can continue to get her reps in at the Performance Center in the meantime. Hell, they have main roster talent showing up all over the place in NXT. They can easily send her down there for the off and on appearance. Basically, we can stop acting like both can't be done. Now, before we wrap up today's video, I would like to thank you for your continued support for the past year and some change with the content and the direction I've been taking the channel. And I'm not done yet, but I wanted to take this time to announce that next month I am challenging myself to release a retrospective every Saturday throughout the month of October, focused solely on TNA Impact Wrestling. So if that's your thing, make sure you check those out, where I will take a look back at the highs of TNA and the why is this happening lows of TNA Impact Wrestling. It's something different for this channel, and I'm excited to get started on that. But let me know what you guys think of today's video as I leave you with the question of, do you see WWE debuting Jade Cargill on a big stage like a Royal Rumble, or do you see them sending her down to NXT to cook for a bit and then shoot her up to the main? Let's talk about it. And when you're done there, make sure you forearm that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so you won't miss an upload like this one right here, where I showed you how I think WWE should book Io Sky's next WWE Women's title defense. I'll catch you over there, and y'all be breezy.
Living pretty well on the chairman. I ain't giving no chance like Vince. Brock Lesnar on the beast. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on a daily. Feeling like Gresh unleashed.